Welcome everyone. My name is Amy Edwards. I am a gold consultant on Team Sunset. And today I'm going to show you 6 different ways to make income as a travel agent and with Evolution and Archer Travel. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to share my screen here with you. So the first way I kind of want to walk through is the way that most of us already know, and that is going to be with commission. So I want to take a moment to just go to archertravel.com. A lot of people don't know that this website exists, and it's really neat because you can see the suppliers Archer Travel has. If you want to attend any flash sales, I don't think there has been any in a couple of weeks, but many times they have cruise sales, merchandise sales, usually about every Friday or every other Friday. If you want to order any Evo merchandise, it's also on this page. If you haven't already registered for this page, if you go to archertravel.com and you click on Evo suppliers, it's going to ask you to either register or log in. It's a very quick process with your agent ID and your email and creating a password. So I'm going to go ahead and get logged in. And what this website is going to show us is it's going to show which suppliers are the preferred suppliers and what commissions they pay. So it's nice for a quick reference. You have RoomRez. If you hover over top there, it's going to say 10% commission. Oftentimes RoomRez, they have incentives too for booking, so they'll add 1 or 2 more percent there. So make sure to watch your back office in the travel cafe for any additions. Apple Vacations, a part of VAX, up to 15%, FunJet up to 15%, and so on. So you have quite a few here. Here are all the preferred, and here are the gold preferred and the silver preferred. And the reason there are tiers here is just kind of goes by ease of use. The fastest paying, I know that VAX pays out commissions super fast after the trip's taken. And then the commissions that they do pay out. So 80% commissions or 50% commissions. Also in the middle here, you have the Archer Go access. Really quick way to book a hotel, to book a flight. What happens is you can search through the Archer Go, kind of works like your fare grabber on your website. All that information, if you find something to book, is going to go to Archer Travel. Archer Travel is going to take care of the bookings. You want to make sure you send your credit card authorization form and a copy of the ID to them as well, so they can verify that. And they're going to send you everything via email. If it's air, it's usually Peggy. If it's air and hotel, I think it's Sue is going to send you all of the information. So watch for an email whenever you book with Archer Go. There's also an Archer Go app. I think the cost of it is about $10 or $11 per year. Again, not a requirement, but you can book with the Archer Go app. The reason I wanted to show you this is just show you some basic commissions and how you can see which one or how much each pays. Virgin Voyages is 16%. I believe this deal is still happening with Virgin Voyages where it is 22% or up to 22% commission. Vacation Express 14%, and so on. So we generally all know about commissions and how we are paid commissions for any of our bookings that we complete through those suppliers. The next one that I want to show you is going to be a way that you can add to your commission earnings. So some don't know this, and I always want to make sure that I point this out. One of the options is VAX Vacation Access, and you can also look in any of our other suppliers. I believe Pleasant Holidays has this option as well, but you can see the current commission that you'll be receiving and also add to that commission. So if I were to go into the reservation here and I were to click on, we'll just do a vacation package really quick. And I'm just going to pick one randomly. We'll go to, I may have too many windows open because Zoom does take up a lot of my usage here. So we're going to go to FunJet. Pick Miami. And again, I'm just finding a random booking so I can show you how to adjust those commissions. Many times they're called commission control. My Profit Agility, if you haven't used those yet or used that yet in the Travel Cafe under resort weeks and condos, you can register with My Profit Agility. They have really great deals on condos, especially if you're going to take a trip or if your client's going to take a trip in the next 60 days. You can adjust your commission directly on there. And I'm going to walk you through a quick commission on there to show you how to earn daily commissions with that. So really quickly, I'm not going to pick out many of these. I'm going to go with the default, but over here on the side, you can see for this trip directly, it's going to be $2,052. When you click on booking administration, it is going to show the commission that you can earn on this trip. Apparently everything's going to take a while today. All right, well, let's try that again. Can you guys see on your screen the booking administration window?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So in here, you are going to see your commission is $166.63 on this trip, but you're allowed to increase that with VAT. So you can increase it by a dollar amount or a percentage. So if I went ahead and put in 150 and click set commission, it's going to adjust that now to 301.63. There is a maximum in there. It's pretty high, but if you ever notice that you try to adjust it and it won't adjust up anymore, that is because you've hit the maximum. So now we can adjust that and we can earn a little more commission. This is really helpful when you're only booking, let's say, a hotel through VAX, and then you're doing airline bookings, whether you're using the client's points or booking directly with the airline. And we all know that on airline only, it's really hard to get a commission. There are a couple of different suppliers that'll let you put a smaller commission in, but typically you don't get a commission on airline only. So if you want to adjust for that commission in the hotel booking, you can do that here. Any questions on how to adjust those commissions? So always look for your commission amount and see if it's adjustable. So that's the second way then to make some additional income. The next one I want to talk about when we're talking about airlines. Again, with airlines, it's hard to get any commission, but if you use Downtown Travel or Centrav, those two allow you to add in commission for airline tickets. Sometimes with VAX, you can get commission on airline tickets only. It's not a whole lot again, but it's an average of about $10 or $15. A way that you can get commission as well on airline tickets is through Rakuten. Does anybody in here not have Rakuten? Devin, to be able to adjust the commission, you just have to click on that booking administration in VAX. So any of you that don't have Rakuten, I'm going to go ahead and put in my link in the chat box in case you want to sign up to use Rakuten. It's really nice because you get referrals as well. So if you refer others and they use Rakuten, I think you get $20 or $30 per referral when they make a purchase. That's kind of a little bonus way outside of the 6 ways to earn a little extra income. So what you're going to do in Rakuten, because it is a rebate site, and it's a rebate site actually for so many things. I use this quite often, especially with online shopping. You can use it for any kind of shopping at local grocery stores, any apparel shopping. You can see Nike is a big one. Under Armour usually has some really good cashback options. For this example, I'll just show you airlines. We're going to go to Cheapo Air. And here you can see that you can get up to $15. Sometimes with some flights, you can get up to $25, and it'll show you right in that booking. And how Rakuten works is you are going to find the flight you want. Well, first you're going to open up Cheapo Air. So when you go to Cheapo Air, it's going to open up Cheapo Air in the Rakuten kind of in the background. You're going to find the flight you want. You're going to purchase that flight using your client's information. And then it's going to go back to Rakuten that says you've made that purchase. And once every quarter, Rakuten is going to either issue a check or they're going to give, they're going to deposit it into your PayPal account. So as you can see, Rakuten's kind of running in the background. That's what makes this website address so long. But you are booking directly on the Cheapo Air site, if that makes a difference. One thing I want you to be careful about is with Rakuten, as you've seen back here, you can use this for Viator or Expedia, but you can't double dip on these rebates. Many times when you use Rakuten, it cancels out the commission through Expedia Tap. So you want to be really careful so that one doesn't cancel out the other. So make sure you got your commission. Sometimes Viator will say, okay, we'll issue the rebate through Rakuten, but we're not going to issue the rebate and then give you the commission. So make sure you don't double dip there. Any questions on earning commissions through Rakuten? All right, the next thing I'd like to tell you about, and I can kind of show you, but the best way I think to show you is I'm going to direct you over to the YouTube of Jody Wariski, and she talks about charging fees for travel bookings. Now, Jody recently, she just hit $1 million in travel bookings, and Jody always charges fees. So the minute that you send a travel request to her and she qualifies you as a client, she has you pay that fee before she gets your quote. Now, if you're a new agent, I didn't start this right away, and I don't do this for every single client, but it is completely up to you. I'm going to go ahead and put the link to her YouTube in the chat box. So it is completely up to you how much you want the fees to be and if you want to charge the fees. I tend to not charge them to reoccurring clients. And when I first got started, I wanted to use the quotes to kind of learn how to do quotes and learn how to get the quotes to clients. You'll notice though, and this doesn't happen to everyone, but you'll notice that people will ask you to get them quotes and then they won't book with you. Or they'll ask you to get them a quote and then they'll find the place themselves and book themselves. Why people do that, I haven't figured it out yet. But this helps to kind of set in stone that you're going to do the booking. An option you can do is maybe let's say you charge $25 a person to do a quote. You can say, I'll give 50% of that back after you've taken the trip. So you can kind of give an incentive there for booking as well. And then you can give it back to you know, an e-certificate or whatever you want to do, an Amazon certificate, whatever you've set forth in your policies. So Jody Wariski on her page has a Let's Talk Fees, and she shows you what she goes through to charge the fees and how she words those fees. So that's a really good way to kind of make money up front kind of goes along with the daily commission so that you can make that money right away and that you're guaranteed that you're being paid the time to process those quotes. Do you have any questions at all how to do that? Many agents, I always suggest that you set up a Square or a PayPal or some type of payment service in your business name. I try to steer away from PayPal because PayPal likes to hold funds a lot, but I do have a Square account and I'm going to show you how to use that in just a moment, how easy that is. So it is a free service. You can get a Square account, you can get a Square debit card, but they do charge you a percentage of your charges. Yes, Devin, you do. Yep, that's actually my next point that I'm going to show through. Great question. So when you get a Square account, you can actually just go through, let's see, it might have went back to my screens here. This is what they call the virtual terminal. So this is a terminal that you can just go in, plug in a $50 charge, put in their credit card information and have it a charge right away. I can also go through here and I can create an invoice. So if I go to the invoices, give that just a moment. And I can go to send an invoice. And then I can create a customer base, an invoice number. I can send them a quick message for a quote request on April 14th, put in how much to charge them. And then I can send this invoice directly to their email and they can process that. If you use a free service called JotForms, if you haven't heard of that, reach out to your mentor or look into your traveling or into your travel training videos. There is a service called JotForm, which basically works kind of like a Google form. And JotForm can interact with Square so that you can connect those quote requests right to Square. So they would fill out all their information that they want in their quote. And then at the end, it would say, okay, let's get this process for you. It's going to be $35. And then they could make that payment right away. And then that's going to come to you and you're going to process their quote. So it's really neat that JotForm and Square are interchangeable like that. Devin made a really good point, and I have it on my list here next. I don't know why I didn't do it in the beginning, but I'm going to go to my back office really quick. Actually, I'm going to go just to my website because that's where the commissions are. When you are team building, which I'm going to go into team building in just a moment, you can actually earn 10% off of your team's commissions. And I'll show you what that looks like. So these are any agents that are direct to you. If you have an agent direct to another agent that's to you, so 2 levels down, you aren't going to get their 10%, but you will get it for ones that are direct to you. So if you go into the commission and you go to paid commissions, you are going to see here, look and make sure I have some in this account. Yes. So here is the booking number, here is the date, and you are going to see 10% from this agent for Avis Rental Car. 10% from this agent for Swim with Whales in Mexico. So they had an event that they did. So you're going to get the 10% from your team. I take that back. I did use the free trial of Travefy and I really, really liked it. And I think I may pick it up using it again. I didn't do a whole lot of quotes the last few months, so I didn't continue with it. But Jody Wariski swears by Travefy, and it's a really nice service. And I believe, yes, it does work with Square. Yes, they do have a credit card processing system. The nice thing also about Travefy is you can just use their credit card authorization form, so you don't have to worry about emailing a credit card authorization form back and forth to your clients. Travefy is really good with that as well. All right, so now that we went into that 10% or for team building, of course, we all know that there is a team building option where you can earn monthly residual income. I'm just going to find the spot here. Log into my back office. You guys have probably heard the term e-wallet. E-wallet is a virtual wallet where all of the residual income is deposited. Whatever ranking that you hold on the last day of the month is what you will be paid the first Friday after the 15th of the next month. So this month, Friday is the 15th. So we will be paid on the 22nd. And those funds will be deposited into your e-wallet. From your e-wallet, you can actually transfer those funds to your Akimbo card. So that's really nice that you can transfer those. Right when they're deposited, within like an hour or two, they're transferred right to your Akimbo card if you request that withdrawal. I'm going to go over here in the business section and go to the leadership bonuses and qualifications so you can see how that works. So with team building, and many of you probably remember this, when you have 3 agents on your team, you are considered an executive agent. So you earn about $40 to $50 per month. So that is 3 agents on your team. At bronze or 6 agents, you get about $50 to $80 per month. So that'll cover that monthly cost. What's really nice about the e-wallet is that your monthly $69.95 will just come right out of that. At 9 agents or silver, you get about 120 to 200. And then at gold or 15 directs and 3 silver reps, you get about 300. Sometimes it's a little less, sometimes a little more, depending on how many are in or how many agents are active, because it's part of a profit sharing pool. You get your $300-ish plus a $750 monthly bonus. And then at platinum, you get, I believe it's anywhere from $1,200 to $2,200. And then you get a $1,750 monthly bonus, all the way up to a $100,000 monthly bonus. So it can really vary depending on how many are on your team. If you're ready to team build, if you have any desire to team build, please make sure you reach out to your mentor so they can walk you through that process. It's a really important process to have a good foundation for and a good understanding about. There's nothing worse than, nothing worse and nothing more promising than having 100 prospects wanting to learn about the business and you don't know where to send them or how to get them signed up. So you want to make sure that you're ready for that. Devin asked, commissions also go to the Akimbo card? Yes. Commissions also go to the Akimbo card, and those are paid on the 15th or the first business day after and the last business day of the month. So you can have those 2 pay dates. You can have the first Friday after the 15th for residuals. So now you're on 3 pay dates. Plus, if you charge daily commissions or if you charge with booking fees, you can make those at any time during the month because those are deposited directly to you. And then really quick, I want to go into my profit agility and just kind of show you also how those daily commissions can help you to make some money. Yanni Cabrasia, and I'm going to put, I believe that's how you say your name. She talks about the daily commission. She actually just made $5,000 last week in daily commission bookings. So here's how she did that. Devin, you can't avoid usage of the Akimbo card, but what you can do is you can have the funds from the Akimbo card deposited to your bank account, or you can just withdraw cash and then go deposit them yourself. All right, so I'm going to show you my profit agility. Hold on just a moment, please. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so My Profit Agility is the resort weeks and condos. So these are extremely discounted resort weeks, whether they're from timeshares or just unused condos that are open. The most discounted is within 60 days of travel. So that's the example that I'm going to give you, within 60 days of travel. So I went ahead and clicked the button there for 60 days. There are many ways that you can sort this. So you can sort by destination, within the US, outside of the US, filter by occupancy, how many you want to go. You can sort by price, you can sort by dates, locations. You can do all-inclusive only. So these are all-inclusive resorts. So let's just have an example here. The first one here is the Presidential Suites by Lifestyle Cabaret in the Dominican Republic. So the option they have available is for April 30th through May 7th. And what Yanni did is she took this and turned it into a mock booking and told people she only had a limited amount available and do they want to book. And she had 2 people come to her and book right away. This studio sleeps 2. The suggested retail is $2,750 and we get it for $256.39. Pretty good deal. So I'm going to go ahead and select that one. When I open that up, it gives me a lot more details about the property. And any training, or if you're confused at all about My Profit Agility, on their main homepage is a whole lot of trainings that you can take. They're very short videos and very to the point that'll help you kind of understand it. I always read everything in here because sometimes there are resort fees that are charged at the location upon check-in. All-inclusive, sometimes they have you pay that during check-in too. So you want to know all of the fees that they're also going to be charged at check-in. This is going to show you all the rooms that they have available and the dates that they have available too. So you can pick from any of these. So for this one, what we're going to do is I'm going to click on the book. And there are 2 ways that I can do this. If I just want to get the general commission and I want to add it into the booking and have Archer pay me within 30 to 45 days after the trip is taken, I can just up that commission. We'll say I'll make $500. So my client's going to get an amazing savings of about $1,200 and I'm going to make $500 in commission. I can complete my booking as normal and then Archer's going to pay me the commission. But what about if I want to make a daily commission? What if I need that money right now? I can do that as well. What I'm going to then do is I'm going to reduce this back down and you can actually go, I think, all the way down to 0 on this, but I'm going to reduce this down. And then I'm going to let my client know I got this hotel for, or I got this room for $756.39. You're going to see 2 charges on that on your card. You're going to see one charge for $256.39, which is going to be from the property directly, and another charge for $500 through my business name. It's going to come right from my business name through my Square account. And that is going to be how I got you this amazing rate. Typically, they don't mind if it's 2 charges. I mean, they've saved, almost $2,000. They don't care if you charge twice. So I'm going to get that $500 right away. And then I'm going to use their card to also pay for this booking. Making sure they know the cancellation policy. Making sure they know both charges are non-refundable. If this one's non-refundable, the one that I'm going to charge to myself is non-refundable. And because I'm using their card to charge that $500 to my Square account, that's going to come directly to me. It's going to come to my Square debit card, or if I have the Square account going to my bank account, it'll go right to my bank account. So it's going to come to me directly. It's not something I have to fill out a commission tracking form for. What you must do, though, is make sure that your credit card authorization form matches the exact charges that you put through. So if you're doing $256.39 to My Profit Agility, you're going to put that on there. And if you're doing 500 to your business name, you're going to put that on there for a total of $756.39. Let's see, Devin, if you need access to this, it's in your travel cafe. Under the resort weeks and condos is the menu there at your left. And then the listed access codes that you can get access to this. Let's see, Devin, you asked if you get the daily commissions and fees to you. Yes, you are charging your own PayPal or Square, or, you know, some people use Cash App. I'm not a huge fan of Cash App, but whatever system that you are using, you are going to get that directly to you because you've set that up into your business name. And I always suggest to have it in your business name. I think it just looks more professional that way, and I think it really carries that professional presence. Rachel, so more than one charge can be listed on the same credit card authorization form as long as it's for the same booking. Yes, that's fine. Yep. You want to make sure though that you spell it out. You know, I sometimes have them initial each one. Also, sometimes My Profit Agility has like a travel insurance policy. Right now we don't have a third party for travel insurance, but if ever they decline travel insurance and it's available, or if we don't have it available and I recommend them to contact a third party for travel insurance, I always put that also on the credit card authorization form because I want to make sure that they're signing, they know that it's offered, and they've either declined or accepted. Giovanni asked, is this the same for most bookings where we can get them at a lower price than the sale price? With My Profit Agility, especially within the first 60 days, absolutely. That's why it is so cheap. Now, if you were to go 6 months out, it might not be so cheap. It might just be a $200 or $300 savings. You can still follow the same process though with that. With VAX, typically with VAX, when you're doing a package booking, so you're doing, we'll say air and hotel. The reason you can't always find every airline ticket in VAX is because VAX has such good deals because they have the bulk air. So the bulk air is cheaper because you've booked it with the air and with the hotel. So hopefully that answers your question. Are there any other questions? I think I've walked through all the ways that I wanted to show you and the different ways to be able to earn commissions or earnings. I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording.